How many of y'all have seen the movie Tombstone? Tombstone, probably one of the greatest westerns ever filmed. You got Kurt Russell and especially Val Kilmer. That's the one I'm talking about. There are so many great shots in that entire film, but there was one in particular that stood out to me and actually inspired me to write this speech. There's a scene where Wyatt Earp's posse has somehow fallen into an ambush by the cowboys. And the cowboys were the outlaws. They were the bad boys there in Tombstone. And somehow Wyatt Earp's little group of warriors had wandered in there and almost got themselves blasted to pieces. And somehow each and every one of them survived the battle, but they all were somewhat wounded, except for Doc Holliday. And there's a character in this scene, his name is Turkey Johnson. And Johnson is kind of a real character, kind of a braggadocio guy. And Doc Holliday's sitting over here, and he's kind of got a bandage on his arm. Turkey Creek Johnson looks over to him and he says, "Doc, what the hell are you doing in this fray? Because you don't have a dog in this fight. What are you doing in this deal?" Doc Holliday looks over at him and he says to Turkey Creek Johnson, he says, "Wyatt Earp is my friend." Turkey Creek Johnson said, "Well, hell, Doc, I got lots of friends." And this is the word. Doc Holliday says, "I don't. I don't." Is that a lonely man? And I thought about that word friends, and Doc Holliday said he doesn't have any friends. Peter, who's your best friend?
My wife.
Your wife. That's a good call. Dave, who's your best friend? Besides me.
Probably my wife.
Probably your wife.
Yeah.
Julie, who's your best friend?
My husband.
Teresa, who's your best friend?
I don't know.
He might be there with I know you've got lots of friends. The point is, and this really inspired me, I went to my 50th high school reunion a while back. And I realized that I've got a lot of friends. I have got tons and tons and tons of friends. But it made me think about friends in this category. You've got, they're all precious. They're all beautiful. They're all so valuable. But you've got a different variety of friends. And I now make analogies to gemstones. You've got your sapphires, and you've got your garnets, and you've got your rubies, and you've got all these precious stones. And those are your everyday friends. But the friends that I call diamonds, in 75 years on this planet, I got 3. And at this stage of my life, to have 3 diamonds in my life, I am probably one of the most blessed human beings on this planet, that I've got 3. And all 3 of those diamonds have been created under extreme pressure and heat and stress. And each one of those diamonds is with me today. They're all different, but those are my diamonds. How many of you have got diamonds in your life? We've got plenty of garnets and rubies. Sometimes even spouses don't become diamonds. They become something else. And folks, I'm here to tell you, I got 3 diamonds. I got 3 friends. And the definition of these 3 will go something like this. There's a saying that a really true friend is someone who knows everything about you, warts and all, in your life. They know every stinking, rotten thing that you have ever done. They still love you. They still love you. There's another definition, I think Martin Luther King said this just perfectly. He said, it's not so much the roar and the words of your enemies that really counts in the grand scheme of things. It's the silence of your friends. Now, what does that mean, the silence of your friends? Could it be that as the silence of your friends, that they don't gossip about you? They don't say bad things about you? I don't think so. I think that silence of your friends is when you're not behaving and you're not doing the right things and you're not maintaining that relationship, and they don't say anything about it to you because they're your friend, that's the difference of a friend. Friends don't let friends do evil things. So how do we become a friend? To be a friend, we have to be a friend to others. We have to reach out to them. Abraham Lincoln, probably one of my favorite human beings on this planet that ever walked. At the end of the Civil War, the Union Army was going to execute any deserter that deserted during that war. Their own people, their own soldiers. And the only way that you could possibly escape that, because you deserted, if someone from your community or someone from your family stepped up and vouched for you, said you were okay, that you belong back in the community. Well, the Secretary of War comes to President Lincoln. He says, "Sir, we got a problem. We have a soldier who has no friends. His family was lost in this great war. He has absolutely no one to testify for him, and we are going to execute this young man tomorrow. What do you want me to do?" Lincoln says, "Come back to me in the morning and I'll give you my answer." Next morning, Secretary of War comes to President Lincoln. He says, "Sir, have you made a decision on what you want to do here today? We have him make him firing range." "Sure. I'll be his friend. I'll be his friend." This lonely Union soldier in the Union President of the United States says himself, "He's my friend." And since you're my friends, I'd like to read you just a little bit of cowboy poetry. Friend is a word that I don't just throw around. Though it's used and abused, I still like to say it. I save it for people who have done right by me. And I know I can count on them if need